Hello, good afternoon to everyone. By the way, my name is Vincent, and I'm I'm just a regular guy who wants to do my motovlog. This is my first motovlog. First, I tried and tested my camera, which is a Ricoh Theta 360 camera. Now I'm trying it out with um, even doing it even more, because as you can see, I love the footage. I love documenting. I love recording all of my missions here while I ride my motorbike. So, other than documenting my motor ride, I wanted to do this. It's because while growing up, I really wanted to. I mean, I would like to be the same as that cartoons that I've often watched. My favorite cartoon is Dragon Ball Z. Although there was no motorbike in that one, um, Goku has freedom to go wherever he wants. So teleportation is a thing that was super good in that area. So I wanted to travel, I wanted to do, and I wanted to be free. I wanted to have my own training. So technically, the reason why I bought a motorbike is because I wanted to have my own lifestyle as well. So, but because of the quarantine and all of the happenings right now in the Philippines and all over the world, the COVID-19 has actually affected everybody. So I can't continue the lifestyle that I wanted, so I have to be flexible and try and change it a little bit, you know. So growing up, I watched Power Rangers as well with the cool helmets and stuff, and Dora the Explorer with travels with missions on. Although it's not really like the most manly cartoon, but I was a kid back then. It's like all cartoons was my favorite, and also Pokemon. Just go and travel a whole wide world, those kind of stuff. So traveling in my own country, Philippines, is one of my biggest dream. I wanted to cover the whole Philippines, but because of the events right now, I just can't do that, and probably I won't be able to do that within this year because the COVID-19 is still really, really kind of strong, and it's affecting a lot of people. So what do I do for work? I'm a tour guide, and for now, I don't really have a job. It's because there's no tourists coming in the Philippines, and got no work, no pay. So therefore, the only thing that would occupy my mind is this motor vlog that I have. So from home, I go to different places, but for now, I've got a mission with me. I'm going to my mom because she wanted me to uh, get an internet connection for at home, because she's been situated at home right now because they've been told that she has to work from home and do her stuff through online. And now it's like everyone's in quarantine, and on like March 29th, we're all locked down. So there will only be one person per household that could be able to go out of the house and then buy some necessities, and that's it. So technically, my mom doesn't drive at all. My dad does, and it's not even allowed to ride a car together because you only have one pass for per household. So you've got only one runner. So now I have to go. I have to go and pick up her stuff. So while being a tour guide, what I often do was go out and travel with people, tourists coming here in the Philippines, and I've been doing that for 2 years, and now it's all nothing. The tourism industry is bleeding right now, and everybody in the tourist industry is not doing anything. I mean, other people has their own stuff, but for me, I don't have, because I really saw the potential of being in the tourism industry, and so I wanted to stay in this kind of niche, but I couldn't. I mean, I wanted to, but um, in order for me to be able to continue this one, I need to fix my website, um, connect to people who could employ me to be their tourist guide in the Philippines or in Cebu, and that's it. That's why I wanted to travel the whole Philippines as well, because I really want to spread out the news that the Philippines is beautiful in my own way, because there's a lot of people doing it already. So today, continuing my vlog, my mission is to go to my mom as the first mission. Next is get her application from Sky cable. I mean Sky the internet, so that we would be having a connection in our home. And third, go to Sky. Next is find a helmet. A helmet. Yes, you heard it right. Because if you have noticed in the start video, although it's really not a full face helmet, I wanted to get a full face helmet because a full face helmet is a protection for the whole face. If ever something happens to me, I would really be able to do my own stuff still. And because I've heard a lot of stories of people having car crashes and motorbike accidents, and I've been a paramedic before, and I've seen all those people who've had an accident, who've had their accidents, and that's really, really not good. Well, the current situation in Cebu, I've already told you that eventually at the 29th, we're gonna have a home quarantine where everyone shouldn't be staying outside. We'll all be given like still practicing social distancing in order for the COVID-19 virus not to be able to be passed on to someone else. And I'm really hoping that this COVID-19 would end so fast, and then we'd be able to go back and get my job again. So to occupy my time, I have my motorcycle, which I've already full paid, so I've got no more other obligations to think about other than gasoline and for taking care of my motorbike. And I really, really want to do this stuff like for long, motovlogging and documenting my stuff. You see, it's quite boring if you ride a motorbike and your thoughts are not running and you're just focusing on what you're riding, although that's really the good thing, because if you're in flow, then you'll just be very good at it, because you know that the left turns and the right turns and then the corners wherein you could go into, you'd still be safe because you'd be a trained motorcycle driver. As you can see, there are certain areas here in the Philippines that really require skill. I mean, certain areas where there was no other cars in the road, then it wouldn't actually be a difficulty because, well, there's no traffic and you won't be using much of your skill. But for me, it's like, for now, it's pretty good, but every time there's heavy traffic, whew, you'd never know if I won't be able to try it out. Actually, the first time I tried riding my motorbike, first I bought it without knowing how to drive a clutching motorbike, but I've been driving motorbike for a year already and been traveling a lot to places, did long drives as well. But clutching motorbike, that was my first time. When I first bought my motorbike last February, when I rode it right away, it's like I stopped 12 times in the road, 12 times. I mean, it was all unintentional. I tried driving and clutching and doing this and that, but then I couldn't get the hang of it, and so I was like, every time it just keeps on stopping. So the only reason I really wanted to learn a clutching motorbike is because every time I want to ride a new motorbike, then I'd be able to I would have the option to choose whatever motorbike I want to drive because I already know how to drive a clutching motorbike. And so now, fast forward to March, now I'm kind of like, I have to say, I'm quite good at driving my motorcycle. I'm kind of knowing how it works now. So, anyways, we're already approaching the office of my mom. It's cooperative, and we're about to get there and get her application. As you can see, the weather here in the Philippines is pretty good. I really think and I'm hoping that the COVID-19 virus won't really be surviving here, because you can see it's pretty hot, and driving my motorbike in this kind of heat, I really need my gears on. It's like I shouldn't be wearing shorts. I should be wearing a jacket all the time, and I should be wearing gloves because if I stay longer under the heat of the sun, it's like I'll be burned, baby. I'll be burned. But for now, it's like I'm. But honestly, for me, it's not really a big problem because I love my skin and all. I love being like dark skin, and I'm just accepting who I am. And the heat doesn't really matter to me. But if I do it longer and doing it even more, I need to have like lotion for myself. I mean, a lotion would be the best thing that I could have for protection. And then all other stuff. Well, I wanted to have my own gear as well. So yeah, eventually. So now, by the way, we are here in Mandaue, Kabangkalan. This is the boundary between Cebu City. One of the boundaries between Cebu City and Mandaue City. So Kabangkalan is already included in Mandaue City, and so we're in the second big city here. Okay, so we have arrived. Time to call my mom. Mission 1 accomplished. Now I'm here in Cebu. Anyways, let's fast forward. I'm already in Sky, the internet provider, and I'm processing the data that they require. So one of the papers that my mom gave me today doesn't have the signature on the most important document, so I have to write my name in order for me to apply for an internet right now. So there's a lot of people now given this kind of a option to work at home, and my mom, she has a certain timetable that it has to be right now, or else she won't be able to have her job. And for me, since I have my internet connection, I have my Globe at home prepaid Wi-Fi. I could just lend her my. Of course, she had to be uh, providing data for that uh, program, and then she'll be able to connect to the internet. But that would only be for 2 weeks, so that's just fine. And I think it would just suffice. So there's a lot of people now given this work from home option. I'm just not that one. I'm not one of them who's been given that option because I can't just bring tourists into my home and work at home, and I'll just tour them to my toilet, tour them to my to our bedroom and stuff. It's just too small. Okay, so first mission, go to my mom. Second mission is go to Sky. Third mission is for me to get a helmet. So actually, there's a fourth mission that I went to for this day, but I wasn't able to record it because the camera that I have, the Ricoh Theta S that I have, is it can't record anymore. It's a full memory. I need to erase all of the data in that camera in order for me to be able to record for the whole day, I think. So my there's a lot of helmets available online, but since Lazada, the online store is not really available in the country right now because of the COVID-19, then I really need to have my own helmet. As you can see, look at my helmet right now. It's just a half face, and I'm wearing my sun visor just to protect my eyes. But I really want a full face helmet. Although there's actually a problem when I have this kind of issue because if you're wearing a full face helmet, every time you want to talk to someone, you gotta remove the whole helmet, which sucks because it's really exhausting. But if you have a half face helmet, then you'll be able to just do and converse, but you're not really as protected whenever you're driving a motorbike. But if you're just riding in the city, that would be good. But if you're planning to travel the whole Philippines, just like my plan is, then I need to be able to be protected all the time every time I drive my motorbike because I need to have my life protected. As always, if you see all of the helmets that's available in the market, they'd often tell you that a full face helmet is better for a sports bike and it has the capacity to protect your head all the time, which is the most important part. And I'm also planning to get my own gear for for long trips because I need to have my vest. I need to have my gloves. I need to have something for my knees and something for my elbows and everything, and that's it. Because I know the problems of being in a motorbike accident. I'm not saying that I'm not a good motorcycle driver. I'm just saying that what if? Because you never know. You're actually one of the people who, it's like, even if you try to be the best driver in the world, there'll always be other people who's crazy enough to bump you, or crazy enough not to be good at driving. Although everyone has licenses, which is actually a problem. And if you can see, I'm in Asia. The way we drive here is actually crazy, but good thing is right now there's not much. There's not much problem because there's no heavy traffic. Everyone in this day are already given the order by the law to stay at home and be protected of the COVID-19 virus. Because actually, I really think that the virus might not be a problem to the youth, but because here in the Philippines we got a lot of old people as well, and a lot of people who are not that healthy. So we're just trying out, we're just hoping that everyone would be protected, and nobody wants your family member killed or whatsoever. Anyways, the these are big trucks. So yeah, if you're listening up until now, I hope that you'll be able to understand the situation here in the Philippines. It's quite difficult for us, but it's something that we can't help. The COVID-19 is here. We have to be proactive in dealing with this kind of stuff. So every time you go into establishments, people would actually give you a sanitation, to sanitize your hands, and in order you to always wear your mask or cover your nose whenever you cough and all. So we're just practicing that. I think that's actually a normal thing to be done, but it's just that we don't do it often. There's a lot of virus and germs all around us, and these are our little problem because they are not seen. The only thing you could do is to strengthen your immunity in order for you not to be affected by any virus. But again, we really could never be sure because there will always be kind of sickness that even the healthiest of the healthiest wouldn't be caught. Like for example, AIDS, other syphilis, or other kind of virus. And why did I tell those kinds of viruses? Cause it was one of the viruses that was able to kill a lot of people back in the day because there was no medicine back in the day. So this is just a phase for us. So now we've got COVID-19, then we'll be able to provide a vaccine for this one. People will be protected. And then in the near future, then we'll be able to have a new kind of virus that would be affecting all of mankind. And you have to be just think ahead of what's gonna happen. So that's why I need a safety for my helmet, you know? So right now, everything is kind of accessible to me. So the shop that we're visiting right now, it's called Motor Trade, and they have one of the best shops. It's cold. It's good location. It's near Grand Grand Convention here in Cebu City. So they've got a lot of several good helmets, full face helmets. I really need a full face helmet because I need it locked in my motorbike if ever I go somewhere else. And yeah, this is it. But I wasn't able to buy one, which is actually a problem. Well, I hope you enjoyed my conversation with you, my documenting of my trip. I hope you did. Mm, I hope you could give me suggestions on how I could improve this kind of a documenting, this way of documenting, and just smile and enjoy your life as well. Hope to see your documents as well. Save up your memories through video and through YouTube. Goodbye, guys.